Did she end up putting her ex-husband and her ex-husband's new fiancé on blast on Facebook yesterday? That is the question. All right, so Rosie called up and she had hit us up via email wanting to use our show. What did she share with us yesterday?
Rosie had seen a bunch of Facebook posts from her ex-husband's new lady, basically saying like, oh, I'm so glad I can show my man what true love is like. Yeah. And basically throwing shade at Rosie for being a bad ex-wife and not being, good to him and showing him what true love is like. And Rosie just feels like everyone on her Facebook timeline is getting the wrong side of the story. And so Rosie called us up, basically using us to show that her side is legit and that she was good to her ex-husband. And really, he was the one in the wrong, despite the fact that his new wife is making her look really bad. So she wanted to post our segment from the Bert Show on Facebook so that everyone could see that really Rosie wasn't the crazy one.
Yeah, Rosie wanted to get all that stuff off her chest. She needed to vent. She was tired of the lies she was reading. And she's like, it's time people hear my side of the story. That he was... He sat on his butt on the couch all day. He never contributed to the bills. I didn't take him to the cleaners when we got a divorce because there was nothing to take. And so you could tell like girl had hit her limit, especially after the last post her ex-husband's new fiance posted, and she was just done. And I think you guys were good sounding boards, and you gave sound advice because you were like, don't post it.
Yeah, I mean, that energy, just holding on to it, and you already moved on, and you're not going to win. Like, you can't overdo someone else's lies, and I feel like the lies will always overwhelm the truth. So at that point, I just think you got to cut your losses and protect your energy.
I also think it just puts you at risk for looking crazy, too. Like, you're calling up a radio show to vent about what's going on with a situation that if you would just ignore and get off of Facebook, you wouldn't have to deal with. And I get it. Like, you want justice served. You want people to know that you're in the right, but at the same time, like, you can't argue with crazy. Like, they're going to twist your words no matter what. So I didn't think it was a great idea, and I didn't want to be dragged into it. I was like, leave me out of this. Like, I got enough drama in my life.
All right, so Rosie, Tommy sent you the podcast link for you to share on Facebook. What did you do?
Okay, you guys. So I listened to it twice or maybe 3 times after you guys sent it to me. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like how I sounded, y'all. It was so tempting to post it, but I decided not to ultimately. I don't think even posting it would shut her up. Like, once I reflected on what you guys said and everything, it's like, it doesn't matter if I call them out, like, they're going to double down. They're going to just try to drag me again. Like, it might make me feel good for a second to be like, I finally said my part of the story. But, I'm going to refuse to let them bring me into that circus.
I'm really proud of you, honestly. There are so many times where I give that advice where I'm like, just stay out of the crazy. Like, I know it's so tempting and it makes really good storylines for us, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to look out for you. And I just feel like posting that would have made you look really bad. So congratulations for actually listening to us for once.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like if they need Facebook to validate their relationship, and like I feel like they're screaming that they're happy and secure, which obviously they're not. Mm-hmm. Like, they're probably not happy. Like, if they're posting like that and trying to like bait me and stuff, I was like, I'm very happy I didn't post it because their insecurity is super loud.
Whether they realize it or not, when you get all braggadocious on social media, it is like a Band-Aid for whatever wounds you're trying to heal in your life. So they've obviously got something going on. She's projecting clearly onto Facebook if she needs strangers to validate her relationship. So, Rosie, I think you are on to bigger and better things. And hopefully a man that carries his weight financially as well.
Yeah. I mean, truly, honestly. I mean, like, I know my truth. Like, obviously, like, they need all this backup from all these other people saying, oh, yeah, she sucks, like, da-da-da-da. So it's like, you know what? I know my end of the story. I know the truth. And I have to choose peace. I have to understand that that's enough. I don't need to validate myself the way that they are.
That's all that really matters. And as hard as it is, I feel like when you do respond, a lot of the times you give them the win because that's what they want. That's what they're trying to pull from you. And I feel like that silence and just ignoring it all is actually worse for them than you actually giving them some energy.
Yep.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, because they're small, they're small-minded, like, it's like if I give into that, it's like they'll be like, see, they're just as bad as I am, so da-da-da-da. It's like being silent is probably going to make them more frustrated. So,
Rosie,
I'd rather have that win.
Yeah, Rosie, this is called growth. We're all very proud of you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love the drama, but I think this was by far the best move for you. So thanks so much for the update.
And you should be proud of yourself.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Go treat yourself today. Get you a cookie.
Get you a cookie.
The Bert Show.